Everyone to the brand new series on the Venom Games channel. This is called Will It Work? The rules for this game are very simple. We try and build something in Kerbal Space Program, and we have 3 attempts to do it, and we will find out will it work or will it not work. For today's challenge, we're actually in the wrong building, so let's actually go to the space plane hangar, and let's get this started. For today's challenge, we're going to see if we can make the space shuttle fly like an airplane. Now, the space shuttle, of course, was launched with 2 solid rocket boosters, and an external fuel tank. Now, this is the thing. When I was a kid, I always thought that the space shuttle just took off like an airplane and then just went straight up into space. I never watched any shuttle launches. I probably just saw it in like advertisements or something, but I had no idea that it had an external fuel tank and solid rocket boost. So we're gonna start it off. This is the shuttle Kerbal capsule. Then we're gonna add, because this is how it is in real life, we're gonna add two, if I can find it, 2 cargo bays. Let's make sure these are closed. And then 2 large fuel tanks that are matching it. Then we are going, at the end, we're going to put one of these. This is the wrong one. We're gonna put this. There we go. And then now we are going to put on the engines, and we need to make sure that we put on the RS-25s because that is what engine the shuttle uses. So we're gonna put like, wait, let me, if I remember the configuration, I'm pretty sure it was like this. And of course we have to put on the 2 smaller engines, and to get the smaller engines we're actually just gonna put on 2 liquid fuel engines like this. Doesn't look completely like it, but it works. And now it's time to put on the wings. Now we go down here, we're gonna, for the top wing, we're gonna do this Zaltonic, but instead we're gonna have it in the right orientation. There we go. Now it looks kind of like an airplane, but it's missing its side fin. So for the side fins, we're gonna do delta wings. It likes going on backwards for some reason. Actually, these are too small, so we're gonna do now, those are the small delta wings. The big delta wings, like this. Copy this to the other side, and there we go. We got the space shuttle body. Yes, I know that the wings started like up here, but we're gonna go with this orientation for right now. Space shuttle looks like this at the moment. Now, of course, if it's gonna take off like an airplane, it needs landing gears. So we're gonna have some very large landing gears on this thing, because this thing is going to come in completely hauling butt. So make sure that these are retracted. Actually, these need to start extended because we need to take off in them. And then of course, let's have extra large ones on the wings, so it looks like this. This thing doesn't have much fuel in it, but it will eventually take off. And for extra security, so we have 3 attempts at this. This will be attempt number 1 if we can get the space shuttle into orbit. We're gonna see what we can do here. But we're gonna start off with all the stuff enabled. And this is just to get into orbit. This isn't to come back home safely, just to get into orbit. So let's go. Okay, that doesn't count as an attempt. I made a mistake here. We need to put some staging on this thing. There's a good chance that this is not gonna work, so we're just gonna go yellow McSwags, and I haven't said that word in a long time, and that used to be my life catchphrase, was yellow McSwag, and get it and like jump into a fire and get right into it. Go half throttle, and we're gonna slowly increase it. And we're in the air. It's very light, so that's why it's having issues at the moment trying to stay going straight up. We're gonna try and start a gravity turn here in a second. And oh, this thing is not as powerful as I thought. Okay, we're gonna try and save this. We're gonna try and save it. Regular Kerbal users are gonna be like, this guy's a noob. Yeah, I am. Okay. Going upside down, and we're out of fuel. To get into orbit, so we're gonna click on those other engines for a reason. We have them for a reason, right? And you good? Oh, they run off the same fuel.
You're stupid.
Okay, so we don't have enough fuel. And also we had some issues. So let's replace these cargo with some fuel tanks. For attempt number 2, we need to make it less heavy, so we're gonna add more fuel tanks. We're gonna revert so we don't lose this, because that would be bad. We're gonna remove this portion. We're gonna replace this with fuel tanks. Now this would add more fuel, so we're able to get more Delta V, and also it would just help us in the long run anyway for less noobish things. And we're gonna be great. Now this is heavier, but it also has more fuel, so we can possibly get more Delta V in it. So I don't have like the redux, so I might be just doing something that doesn't need to be a thing, but kick some butt. Let's do our second attempt. Place this all, and now it's time for the second attempt. It's gonna be more heavy, so hopefully it won't be jostled around as much, and also it's got more fuel. So let's get right into it. We're just gonna start pulling up as fast as we possibly can. We're probably just gonna have to run right off the runway, because that's what we probably would have to do anyway. And oh my goodness, what is happening? And we're in the water. It couldn't get off the ground. At least we survived. So attempt number 2, rip us. So what happened? I have no idea. Okay, what we're gonna add a mini thruster. We're gonna have a thruster on the bottom side of the engine that will help propel us up, because that is one of our biggest issues, is getting off of the ground. So we're just gonna do that, and that's hopefully all that we're gonna need. Okay, third and final attempt. Let's go. This thing needs to do all of the work to try and get us off of the ground, and we're starting to go up. We're starting to go up. It's not working. And we crashed into the ocean for a third attempt. And can you get space shuttles to space? No. You cannot. You need the solid rocket boosters, you need the extra fuel, you need the extra weight, and you also need the cargo bays. It ended up being too heavy, and this is how it ends. So will it work? No. Darn. You know, we're on one. It won't work. And this will be this video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace out.